What if I told you your cat has rules they expect you to follow every day? After more than 10 years of living with cats in a city apartment, I have learned that your cat is always reading you. The way you look at them, touch them, greet them, even the spaces you change without thinking. Most owners think love is enough, but cats measure trust in quieter ways. Research in animal cognition shows cats respond better to slow blinking than direct staring. So tonight, you may start seeing your cat and your own habits differently, more clearly. Number one, when you stare into your cat's eyes, your cat may read it as a challenge. Have you ever looked straight into your cat's eyes and thought you were sharing a quiet, loving moment? I used to think that too. After more than 10 years of living with cats in a busy city apartment, I learned that your cat may see that moment very differently. To you, eye contact feels warm. It feels personal. It feels like love. But to your cat, a long, direct stare can feel intense, confrontational, even threatening. In cat language, soft eyes build trust. Hard eyes create pressure. That is why your cat may blink, turn away, or suddenly leave after you hold their gaze for just a little too long. What changed the way I understood this was research published in the scientific journal Animal Cognition. The study found that cats tend to avoid people who stare directly at them, but they respond more positively to people who narrow their eyes, gently, slow, blink, and then look away. That small response tells you something important. Your cat is not rejecting you. Your cat is reading your body language in the way cats naturally do. And honestly, once you see it, you start noticing it everywhere. In the quiet before breakfast, on the couch at night, in that little pause when your cat is deciding whether to come closer or keep their distance. So the rule is simple. The next time you want to show affection, do not lock eyes and hold the stare. Instead, soften your face. Give your cat a slow blink and let your gaze drift away. That feels safer to them. That feels respectful. And in your cat's world, respect is one of the deepest forms of love. Tonight, try it once. Let your cat choose the next move. You may be surprised by how much trust can grow from one soft blink in just one evening. One. Number two, when your cat suddenly bites during petting, they are not turning mean. If you have lived with cats in a busy city long enough, you start to notice that some of their sweetest moments can change in a second. One moment, your cat is purring on your lap, leaning into your hand, looking completely at peace. Then suddenly your cat bites you, flicks their tail, or jumps away like you ruined everything. Most people take that personally. You probably did too at some point. It feels confusing because from your side, you were only showing affection. But from your cat's side, something very different was happening. A lot of people think cats are unpredictable when this happens. I used to think that too years ago. But after living with cats for more than a decade, especially in a small apartment surrounded by city noise, routines, and close shared spaces, I learned that your cat is usually not being rude, dramatic, or ungrateful. Your cat is reacting to a limit you did not notice. Researchers describe this behavior as petting-induced aggression. The idea is simple. Physical touch can feel good at first, but if it keeps going past your cat's comfort threshold, pleasure turns into irritation. The same hand that felt soothing a few seconds ago can suddenly feel overwhelming. That is why the bite can seem to come out of nowhere, even though it usually does not. Your cat was warning you first. You just did not read the signs in time. And the signs are often small. The tail starts twitching. The ears shift back a little. The skin along the back ripples. Sometimes the body stiffens, or your cat turns their head toward your hand without fully leaving. In that moment, your cat is not rejecting you. Your cat is trying to tell you, as clearly as they can, that you have reached the line. That is the twist most owners miss. What looks like a sudden mood change is often the final stage of communication. Your cat did not go from love to anger in 1 second. Your cat went from comfort to tension to warning, and only then to action. Once you understand that, the whole moment feels different. You stop seeing the bite as betrayal and start seeing it as honesty. In my experience, this is one of the biggest lessons cat owners need to learn. We often extend good moments because we need comfort too. But your cat is not asking for affection without limits. So the rule is simple. Pet your cat in shorter sessions. Do not chase the perfect long cuddle just because the moment feels tender to you. Pause earlier. Watch the tail. Watch the ears. Let your cat choose whether they want more. When you do that, trust grows because your cat learns that you listen before they have to defend themselves. And honestly, this changes a lot. In city life, you and your cat deal with noise, movement, and overstimulation every day. That respect matters. Your cat does not need endless touching. Your cat needs to feel safe inside affection. If this is changing the way you see your cat, hit like and subscribe so we can reach more owners who want to learn the rules their cat will never meow about. Number 3, when you move your cat's favorite spot, you may be moving their sense of safety. In big city homes, people often miss this about cats. You move a chair, wash a blanket, clear one corner, or throw away an old box. To you, it feels small. To your cat, it can feel like loss. If you live with cats long enough, you start to see your cat does not choose a favorite spot by accident. That chair, that blanket, that window ledge, that quiet corner, it becomes safe. It holds scent, routine, comfort, and a feeling of control. Most people think cats are just fussy when something changes, but that is not the real story. Cats map safety through territory and scent. When you suddenly move a place they claimed, your cat may feel unsettled before you notice anything. Research in the Journal of Feline Medicine and Surgery found that environmental disruption is one of the major stress triggers in indoor cats. Even small changes can affect anxiety, appetite, and litter box habits. So the rule is simple. Respect the places your cat has chosen. If something must change, move it slowly. Let your cat smell it, inspect it, and rebuild that feeling of safety at their own pace. Sometimes love means giving less change, more patience, and noticing where peace already lives. Number 4, why quiet space matters more than you think when your cat eats. If you live with a cat in a busy city apartment, you start noticing something most people miss. Your cat can look completely calm at the food bowl, but still not feel fully safe. I learned that slowly over more than 10 years of living with cats, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. A lot of people think mealtime is simple. Put the food down, stand nearby, say something sweet, maybe reach over for a little pet, and everything feels normal. But to your cat, eating is never just eating. It is one of the most vulnerable moments of the day. When your cat lowers their head to the bowl, their attention narrows. Their body is focused. Their guard is not gone, but it is lower. That instinct comes from deep inside them. Even in a comfortable home high above a noisy street, part of your cat still carries the old survival wiring. So when you talk to your cat while they eat, hover too close, or touch them in the middle of a meal, you may be adding pressure without realizing it. Your cat may keep eating, so you think everything is fine. But stress in cats is often quiet before it becomes visible, and that is the part many people misunderstand. They assume fear has to look dramatic. They think if your cat is not running away, then your cat must be relaxed. But cats often hold tension inside the body first. You notice it later in the pattern. Eating too fast, stopping and starting, looking around between bites. vomiting after meals, guarding the bowl. In homes with more than one cat, this pressure can grow even more if the bowls are too close together. Your cat is not being difficult. Your cat is trying to eat while still keeping track of the world. This is also why feline behavior guidance so often emphasizes environment over force. In the Journal of Feline Medicine and Surgery, environmental stress and disruption are repeatedly discussed as major welfare issues for indoor cats. That matters here because mealtime is part of that environment too. If the feeding area feels exposed, crowded, noisy, or interrupted, your cat does not experience food the same way you think they do. The bowl may be full, but the moment still does not feel safe. What helps is simple and honestly, very gentle. Give your cat space when they eat. Let those few minutes belong completely to them. Do not stand over the bowl. Do not pet them mid-meal. Do not turn feeding time into a social test. If you live with more than one cat, separate the bowls enough that each cat can eat at their own pace without feeling watched. A calm corner, a little distance, and a predictable routine can change everything. So the next time your cat eats, do one small thing differently. Set the food down, step back, and let silence do the caring. Your cat may never thank you in words, but over time you may notice a slower body, a calmer rhythm, and a cat who trusts the moment a little more than before today. Number 5, when you walk past your cat at the door, they feel it more than you think. When you live with a cat for years in a busy city, you start to notice the smallest moments are rarely small to them. One of those moments happens right when you walk through the door. To you, it may feel ordinary, but your cat sees that moment very differently. When your cat comes to the door, waits by the hallway, or quietly watches you step inside, that is not random timing. That is a choice in feline social behavior. Greetings matter. Researchers who study cat-human interaction have observed that cats form repeated greeting patterns with people they trust, often using a tail-up posture, a soft chirp, a slow approach, or simply being present at the exact moment of arrival. That small ritual is their way of saying, I noticed you. I know you are back, and this moment matters to me. That is why being ignored can land more deeply than most people realize. Your cat may not cry, protest, or act offended. Cats are subtle. They simply remember patterns. If you walk past them every day without acknowledgement, they may slowly stop offering that greeting at all. Not because your cat stopped loving you, but because your cat learned that the ritual means more to them than it does to you. The good news is that this is one of the easiest rules to repair. It does not take 10 minutes. It barely takes 3 seconds. When you open the door, pause. Look softly at your cat. Say something gentle. Give a slow blink. Let your body arrive before the rest of your day does. Over time, your cat begins to feel that homecoming with you, not just around you. And if you have ever wondered why some cats stop waiting at the door, sometimes the answer is not distance. Sometimes it is disappointment repeated so quietly that only your cat could hear it. Number 6, where your cat sleeps at night reveals how safe they truly feel with you. If you have lived with cats in a busy city long enough, you start to notice something small that never feels small for very long. At night, when the lights go down, the traffic softens outside, and the apartment finally turns quiet, your cat makes a choice, and that choice is never random. Where your cat sleeps is one of the most honest answers you will ever get from them. A lot of people think a sleeping spot is just about warmth or softness, a blanket, the end of the bed, a chair by the window. But for your cat, sleep is also about trust. When your cat falls asleep, they are giving up control for a while. They are becoming still, defenseless, and deeply unaware of the room around them. That is why the place they choose matters so much. If your cat sleeps on your chest, beside your face, or pressed against your legs, Your cat is telling you something powerful. You feel safe. You feel familiar. You feel like part of the protected world they can fully relax inside. If your cat sleeps at the foot of the bed, that still shows trust, but with a little caution. They want to stay close to you while keeping an easy exit. And if your cat chooses another room, that does not mean love is missing. It may simply mean your cat is still measuring the rhythms of your home, your energy, and the small habits that help them settle. After more than 10 years of living with cats, I have learned not to take these nighttime choices lightly. In a city full of noise, doors, footsteps, and sudden sounds, sleep is where your cat tells the truth. So tonight, do not just look for where your cat is. Ask yourself why your cat chose that place and what that choice says about how safe you make the world feel.